in Passenger Technology Solutions. I'm joined by Ron from ASIP. Ron, tell me what it is that you guys have been working on.
Well, for the ASI group, we've been around for 3 decades, and for the last 10 years we've been focused on a new technology, and that is connecting narrow-body aircraft, particularly A320s, Boeing 737, via the Iridium platform using an onboard Bluetooth network.
So we're talking Bluetooth networking to consumer devices on board the craft?
Yes, we are. So as you're probably aware, nearly every other system you would have looked at is Wi-Fi based technology. So what we've been pioneering is a method of connecting passengers using an app and using Bluetooth technology. We've had it flying now on business jets for over 4 years, so we've commissioned over 70 corporate jets to date. Recently tested on the military, and more recently we finished our testing on a major airliner type aircraft. So this is the first commercial launch and the first visibility of this unique type of technology.
So given the customer experience, they would have to have an app on their phone that they're then using to access certain experiences that you're feeding them over IP. What's the customer benefit of that versus some of the other Wi-Fi platforms that we're also seeing getting more and more traction in craft in the industry now?
Well, as you're aware, if you're going to connect via Wi-Fi, you're going to need broadband because Wi-Fi consumes a lot of data. It's always talking. By developing a proprietary Bluetooth network, you're able to then connect by narrowband. Narrowband means you achieve two things. One is you're able to produce a system that's basically 95% lighter, 95% smaller and cheaper.
And that's what we're looking at here.
It's a complete satellite system, including a Bluetooth access point. The second point is that you're able to connect everyone on board with a single access point. So currently to connect people on board and provide enough connectivity for an A320 or a 737, you're looking at 3 Wi-Fi, maybe 4 Wi-Fi access points on board. You're looking at a broadband system with a very large antenna on top of the aircraft, which means the overall cost of the platform skyrockets. And then you're faced with a system where you've got to charge a very high service fee in order to recoup the investment. If you can pull the data cost down and pull the system cost down, the installation cost down, and then supplement it with ancillary revenue from selling goods, services, tours and attractions, then you can offer a free connectivity service to the passenger if you limit it to basic messaging and email.
Okay, so email is capable over your system as well then. I think that's quite important, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and texting. It's an SMS platform as well. So my research shows from 30 years of doing connectivity solutions on airlines that the number one thing people want when they're on the move is to keep in contact with family and friends, and the simplest way to do that is via an SMS platform and an email platform.
And these boxes, how many of these would you typically deploy on a consumer jet, a 320 or a 737 or whatever?
One.
Just the one? Just the one?
The system covers the entire aircraft. So the beauty of Bluetooth is you're able to control the network, and the packet sizes are all small. So therefore you're only needing a very narrow pipe off the aircraft. Unlike Wi-Fi, when you connect people with Wi-Fi, they're always connected, they're always online, and they're consuming bandwidth. When you connect people via Bluetooth, everybody's offline. So they only come online. They think they're online, they're looking at the app and they think they're online, but they only come online when they press send. Then in a microsecond, you're transmitting either the booking transaction or the message or the email, taking them back offline again. So you can have 200 people online, but technically they're all offline.
So it's a really strong efficiency play, really interesting, and like you say, very different to some of the other providers who were also at the show as well. Tell me about the kind of conversations you've been having here so far.
Well, most people are a little bit shocked because the logical thought of connecting people in aircraft is Wi-Fi, and that was my logical thought. I originally built first generation Wi-Fi platforms back in the early Boeing connection Airbus days, but what I realised was that if you're going to go down the Wi-Fi path, you need broadband, you need bigger equipment, all the things we just discussed. So I took the decision to head down the Bluetooth path, not the old Bluetooth that we currently use for our phones and in our car, the new Bluetooth, the long-range Bluetooth where you can connect hundreds of devices.
Doing Bluetooth 5 here?
Correct, Bluetooth 4 and 5. 5 gave us more range, more speed, but 4 is where we pioneered the platform originally. Our problem was that if you want to manipulate Bluetooth and create your own protocols, then the first thing you've got to do is convince Apple and Google to allow you to do it. So it took me a year to convince Apple to allow us to manipulate the protocol so that we can network it, have Bluetooth as an onboard network, communication network. The other thing that I think surprises people is this, which is the window antenna. Because once again, the logical thought process for Wi-Fi is we're going to have to put a very large hump on top of the aircraft, a very large antenna, and that's installation, downtime, cost, only can be done in a major check. What we've developed is a window antenna where you have one on either side of the aircraft. We've had it flying for 2 years on a private jet and more recently tested on A340. That gives us, because we're in low Earth orbit satellites, we're always able to see a satellite because they're on the move all the time. They're only 600 kilometres up. So with one on either side of the aircraft, we've always got connectivity.
Good stuff. Listen, fascinating stuff, like I say. Thank you very much for showing us around your Bluetooth connectivity kit. Thank you.
My pleasure.